Hello.
Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome.
Hello there.
Hello.
Hello.
Who's there?
This is Beverly from
Oh,
West
hey.
Virginia.
Oh, hey, Beverly. How are you?
Good.
I'm glad you're here. So, I don't know who's showing up tonight. I know a couple people already had commitments, so they are going to watch the recording.
Tanya's on her way.
Tanya's on her way. I saw Karen pop in and then she popped out, so I don't know what's going on there.
Grace wants to say hi, apparently.
She does. Hi, Grace. All right. So I'm very
Oh,
excited
well.
to be doing this.
I am too.
All right. Make sure I'm recording. That's always a
You
good thing.
you already are.
Yep. Thank you.
Welcome.
All right. So I am going to, there's Karen.
Okay.
Hello, Karen. There she
Hello.
is. Hello, how are you? So I
Where did it
can't hear
go?
you. I don't think you're muted though.
Is your mic
Um,
picking up, Karen? Chris, you want to, I don't know, put
you
your
might
face
want.
in.
There we
Can you,
go.
can you? Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I couldn't see oh, Jesus. All right. Sorry, I'm being a boomer tonight. Where the hell did it go? There it
That's o-
is.
that's okay. I
My,
somehow broke my camera on my laptop.
Oh no, that's
I think
terrible.
I hit I hit a button when I was trying to meet. So I set up a meeting, but and I didn't set it up, and they were using Google Meet.
Mm.
And so I was trying to open it up. And when I did, I think I hit a wrong button and I somehow messed up my camera. So guess where I'll be going tomorrow morning?
No, have fun.
The Apple Store.
Yep. Good times.
Good
All
times, have
right.
I all.
So let's get started.
Woo-hoo.
We I know there's some people that couldn't make it tonight, but they're gonna watch the replay. So we are going to dive into Tarot for Yourself by the fabulous Mary Greer. So I got this idea because I got the book and I started doing it. I was like, hey, let's do this together.
Yeah, because
Where
I
do I
got it.
get that book at?
So you can get it on Amazon. You could probably ask your library if they have it. You don't necessarily need it. I will because I'm going to be leading us through the exercises, but it is kind of good to have, I will say. I don't you when there are books that that are like workbooks, I don't usually write in them. I usually write in my journal separately, but this one I am writing in. So
Okay.
up to you. So,
All right, that would be a shot put.
mhm.
All right, go do your thing.
So, all right. I am going, I think I'm just gonna mute everybody, but you can come in if you
Oh yeah, here
have
I
something
can.
to say. Here's Dana.
There we go.
Right. Welcome, Dana. We're just getting started. So yeah, so I did a retreat with Mary Greer this summer, and I've done some of her classes with her. And I just love her because she has such a unique perspective on the cards, and she is so intense. And already, like, I'm not even like into chapter 2, and it's like blowing my mind. Um, so that's why we're doing this. So I thought we would start with just on the inside of the jacket cover, just to see what it is that we're going to be doing. So there, it starts with a quote. She says, "Deciding to work with the tarot is like embarking on a long inward journey." Amen. And it says, "This tarot classic by the beloved Grandmaster Mary K. Greer was the first book to promote reading the cards for your own insight, revolutionizing tarot through a combined emphasis on self-teaching techniques and personal growth. Tarot for yourself uses meditations, rituals, spreads, mandalas, visualizations, dialogues, charts, affirmations, and other activities to help you establish your own relationship with the cards. So I love that because it's not like, here's what this card means, here's what that card means. It's very, very comprehensive. So let's see. And again, like if you have questions or what comments, just, you could pop in. I'm just keeping the background noise down. So we start with the foreword, written by Benebell Wen. So if you are unfamiliar with her, she's a contemporary tarot writer, reader. She is, I would say she's very similar to uh to Mary in that she goes deep, she goes intense. So and I've done workshops with her. She's really good at shadow work, among lots of other things. Hey Lisa, hey Tanya.
Hey, Miss Tardy to the party is here.
That's all right. We're just getting started. So, so Benebell Wen, in the foreword, she writes, there is a key distinction between reading for yourself and reading for others. Getting a tarot reading or giving one to others is often about facilitating a resolution to a problem and does not necessarily emphasize ritual or personal spirituality. In contrast, while reading tarot for yourself is also about facilitating resolution, the practice deepens the development of your own spirituality. I love that because it's true. It's like when I give readings to people, it's like they have a question, they have something they're looking for an answer to. When I read for myself, it's a whole different thing. And it is very much a spiritual practice for me. Okay, so that's that. And then we move on to the preface. Well, first of all, let me back up. Does anybody have any thoughts about that? That idea of reading for to facilitate a resolution versus reading for yourself. Any comments?
I prefer to read for others.
You do? Okay. Why?
It's easier for me to be more objective and to listen to my intuition and to the cards versus with myself, I'm trying to figure out what does this apply to and how does this fit into anything. And I spend too much time being distracted by that. Whereas when I do it for someone else, I'm taking the card and seeing or feeling whatever it is that I'm seeing or feeling. And I just say that.
Mhm.
And usually by the second or third card, the person is like, oh, I totally am, getting what you're saying.
Mhm.
Or, sometimes when I sit with somebody else, I'll pull the cards and have them look at them first and see what they feel. Like when they look
Mhm.
at it, does something stand out to them? Or do they feel a certain way? And I
Mhm.
find that because when I look at the cards, I'm already thinking to myself, oh, that means, the thief is going to steal all my wands, or, oh crap, I'm back on the boat with the guy, taking me away from from wherever I was to someplace hopefully better,
Exactly.
or oh
Yeah.
shit, there's the tower.
Yeah. No, if you're reading for yourself or somebody else, right? But that's yeah, I mean it's different, right? It has a different feeling to it.
It really, really does. And I find that I wish I could find that same objectivity when I try to do it for myself. And
Mm-hmm.
that's where I really struggle because, as you know, I may overthink things a little bit. And um, on
Mm-hmm.
top of that, you already know yourself. So you know the question, you know what you want the answer to kind of look like. And you're trying to figure out, does that fit into that answer? Or does that fit into the opposite of that answer? Or does this have nothing to do with what I asked? And this is something I need to pay attention to first.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
I struggle with that part of
Mhm.
doing it for myself.
Well, never fear, Tanya.
I'm ready.
All right.
I've got the Audible and the real version.
Oh my God, look at you. Awesome. That's
I've listened
great.
to probably half of the Audible, but it's, in the car, but I'm
Right.
getting like the information.
Yep.
So then when I go through the book, I'm like, oh,
Mm.
I got to try and do that. Or,
That's
oh God, I have no idea how I'm going to do that when you sit and really think about it. But
right.
that's where I'm at.
Does she read the Audible or is it somebody else?
It's somebody else. She
Okay.
reads the foreword or the preface or whatever it is at the
y-
beginning.
Yep.
And then it's somebody else, but it's
Okay.
fantastic. The person who reads it has a really nice voice to listen to, because you know how
Oh,
that makes all the difference when you're
absolutely it
trying to
does.
listen to something.
Hmm. Okay, excellent. That's good to know. Anybody else want to comment on the idea of reading for others versus reading for yourself?
I read. I mean, well, I don't know if I read, but I pull a card every morning.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I'll mix it up and ask like a more specific question other than what do I need for the day.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And it's one of those things that I do, and I look at it, and I always kind of go to what's the default definition in my head.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm like, oh, the 9 of Cups is the wish card. Oh, the 10 of Swords is the I'm so fucking done card. Like, and I don't think about. So I rely on that more as opposed to doing anything more in depth.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Probably to my I wouldn't want to say detriment,
Yeah. No,
but it's
no.
not like I'm not giving it full justice.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Excellent.
I need to interrupt
you.
for a quick second. Jess, you look like you're going to stab somebody with your shiny, fancy pen over there. It's glinting in the light from the
I know.
camera
Just
or your
might.
room.
No, it's just me and the dog.
Yeah, well, you look dangerous right now. I'm just saying.
My sweatshirt says kindness on it
I think that might be an
in like
oxymoron.
in like 4-inch letters. Well, as we all know, I'm a terrible human, so I mean, there's that.
Yeah,
All
let's
right.
all
So,
reinforce that with Jess.
yeah.
She's a horrible person.
Yeah.
All right. It's been decided. Okay. So we'll move on. All right. So let's see. In the preface, she writes, Tarot as a mirror of the soul is about the interplay among the personal, the cultural, and the perennial, or I always say this word wrong, archetypal. This book emphasizes that personal dimension. I love this. Today there is a false dichotomy among readers suggesting that one is either a traditional, using a system or and learn meanings, or a spontaneously intuitive reader. I can't emphasize enough that everyone uses intuition when reading the cards. Amen. The problem is that people see intuition differently, from being a more acceptable term than psychic to receiving messages from God, angels, guides, or the deceased, or as some mysterious, infallible sense of knowing. Let's see. Intuition is the ability to know something immediately, drawing from emotion and bridging the gap between conscious and unconscious, instinct and reasoning. It is not always right and all too often is conflated with biases, beliefs, opinions, and judgment. Knowing correspondences plus card and symbol meanings provides an invaluable cross-check to one's personal predilections. So I love this because what do we see all over TikTok, all over social media? These people that are reading the cards that have no clue what they actually mean. And they say they are reading intuitively. They're getting their messages. Tarot is a system, you know, you can't deny that. Oracle cards are a totally different story. Those, you know, read them however you want, but tarot has a base meaning. So I love this idea of checks and balances. So you're getting a message, but you're going to check it against what's the suit, what's the number, you know, where's the symbolism in the card. Um, so I love that. Uh,
Yeah, if you
okay.
ignore the real meaning that, is intended with the card,
Mhm.
no matter what your intuition says, then you have to think you're kind of a little bit, at least a little bit off track. You know,
Yeah,
you can't see the tower and be like, "Oh, you're going to win $1 million tomorrow and everything is all sunshine, roses and rainbows."
exactly. Exactly. And people are doing it. It's, you know, it's wild. So,
There's a guy I love who straight up says that he's not a tarot reader and does parody tarot readings.
mhm.
But at least he's funny. Like,
Yeah, I mean
listen,
yeah.
that's like, I mean, and how he approaches it. He's always like, and it's always a question about your ex, what about the ex,
Right.
which
Hmm.
is hysterical. But he at least will say straight up, if you want, this isn't like that it's a parody,
Right.
which
That's
is
yeah.
yeah,
That's
and
different.
it's which is different and yet funny.
Hmm.
I don't know what the dog is doing. Okay, I'm going back now.
Okay, so in the preface, Mary says, in using tarot for yourself, I find that an attitude of sacred play serves well since tarot began, after all, as a game. So yeah, I mean, I love that idea. What we know about tarot is that originally that's all it was just a card game. It wasn't until, later on, um, a couple of centuries later when it started to take on this divinatory aspect. So I love this idea of play. So which we will see as we go through the book. There's some really like fun exercises. There's some really deep stuff too. Uh, okay. So and then in chapter 1, or no, in the introduction, she says, the tarot should be approached not merely as a means for divination, but as a potentially dynamic tool for personal growth and transformation. I love this. I can't tell you the number of times when I first started off reading, people just wanted to know the answers. Just tell me what to do. Tell me what's going to happen. That's all they wanted to know. And it drove me nuts. And then it wasn't until I realized, like, oh no, I'm approaching this wrong. Like, I'm allowing these people to dictate the way that I read. And it's not, you're gonna get this job and you're gonna be happy and you're gonna get married. It's okay, what do you want out of life? How are you gonna get there? What does this card bring up in you when you look at it, when you think about the situation? So it puts agency on the the client, on the person that's getting the reading. It's not just telling them what is happening. So she says, before you begin, here are several ways to avoid the usual difficulties and confusions of reading for yourself. Okay, you ready, Tanya?
I'm buckled up.
Patty,
Number one,
where are you? Like
page 24.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Okay.
Number one, you don't have to interpret the cards. Do a reading as part of a journal entry and simply observe how the cards relate to what you've written.
Oh.
Number two, I love this one. Tape record your self readings and explain everything aloud, just as though you were reading for someone else. Yeah, turn on Zoom and just start talking. See how your reading changes. Number three, spend time with one reading. Look at it from several different points of view. Leave it out on your dresser to look at. Number 4, if there's a card that is particularly confusing or upsetting, get to know it through meditation or visualization. And I believe she takes us through some visualizations with the cards as we go along. Number 5, have a friend assist you. Exchange readings in which each of you reads your own cards, but offers commentary and feedback for the other. Number 6, use the tarot for purposes other than readings, such as creating mandalas or stories, or simply describing situations through the symbolism of the cards. Right. And if you remember, we went in our previous series, 21 Ways to Look at a Tarot Card. We did a lot of that. Okay. On page 28, she talks about developing intuition. Since one of the main purposes of this book is to help you develop an awareness of your intuition and how it works, here are a few suggestions with which to approach the exercises. 1, always write down your impressions and images spontaneously. Write down even those ideas you started to reject. Don't censor your thoughts. 2, be free, open, and expressive. Don't worry about spelling and punctuation. Criticism and editing have their place in formal writing, but not in this book. 3, if you write something that seems wrong at the time, put a single line through it so it can still be read. You may see that comment in a different light in retrospect. 4, if you are right-handed, try writing with your left or vice versa. Although it seems awkward at first, it may free you from rigid patterns of expression. I tried that last night. It's not easy. Number 5, if you get, I love this. This is a great exercise. If you get stuck, write the last word over and over until a new thought presents itself, and it will. Number 6, fantasize, lie, reach for the incredible, the unusual. Into what uncharted realms and surprises can your mind take you? So we're going to do our first exercise. So get out your pen and your paper. Everybody got something?
I just need to go get a pen, but I'm right here. I have a pen, but I'm on the 3rd one and they all die after about 2 words. Welcome to moving, folks.
Tanya, are you throwing out the old ones then? Or am I coming
I-
over?
I don't know. I don't know what's
Okay.
going on around here.
Okay. All right. So at the top of your paper, you're going to write the word rose, the flower, R-O-S-E. And now I'm going to time you for the next, she says 5 minutes. We'll do 3 minutes. For the next 3 minutes, write down every thought that enters your head as you contemplate roses. Use word association, memories, your sense impressions. Write as quickly as possible. Include thoughts such as, this is silly, I hate roses anyway, what good will this do? All thoughts are important and must be captured. If images come to mind, capture them in short word pictures. So she gives the example, rose, red rose, thorns hurt, scent overwhelms. Um, just be free with it. When I did this, I just wrote a list. So I'm going to give you 3 minutes. Alrighty. You can certainly go back later and write more down, but so now what you're gonna do is go through your cards until you get to one with a rose. How's everybody doing? Do you have one?
Patty, is it just the first one we find or one that
Whichever one, if you find another, it doesn't really matter, just as long as you have one.
Is this roses on here
Uh, let's see.
above his? I'm
Yeah,
not
I
really know.
wonder. Let me see. I can't
Sorry.
tell. Yeah. Let me get out my magnifying glass.
I know.
It
Yeah.
might be.
I also have a hard time like I obviously know what a rose looks like. I'm not that foolish.
Right.
Um,
Yeah, some are harder to tell than others.
Yeah, is like the magician, are those roses?
I believe so.
I was like, that was my first sort of pass at it.
Yeah. I would say, Dana, yeah, that King of Pentacles, I would call that a rose. Yeah. So, looking at your card and then looking at your list of words, do any of them correlate? Does anything stick out? Would you, does that add an additional meaning to the card? Who has thoughts about that? Oh, Karen, are you talking? You're muted, sorry.
Am I on now?
Yep.
Was my second card was the
Oh.
Fool. Is a white rose in his hand. And I did write about white roses. My marriage, when it ended, was blown up. It was very bad. And my asshole ex sent 3 dozen red roses to my office, which I probably threw out. And basically ruined roses for me. But the very next Mother's Day, my youngest son gave me 12 white roses.
Oh.
And that changed it all back.
Oh my
So-
God, that's beautiful. So, how do you feel looking at that fool holding the white rose?
That would be Dan.
That's
It was
nice.
a musical thing that he did.
Mhm.
And I don't know if he understood how much meaning roses were at that point, because the only time my ex ever gave me flowers, well, 2 times. One, if he stole them out of a cemetery because they were free. And 2, if I was really, really pissed at him, he would, and he knew
He was in
I
trouble.
was ready, I would
Mm.
guess. And it was
Ah.
always, but
Mhm.
so yeah,
So-
that's
Yeah.
an impromptu kind of gesture, you know,
Mm-hmm. Yep. Beautiful.
lighthearted.
Yeah. Yeah. And I love that because that speaks to what she was saying about how when we read intuitively, we bring our experiences to the cards, right? It's like, so when you're doing a reading, if you flip over that Fool, you may think of that. You may be like, you may tie that whole story into your reading. So very cool. Good. Anyone else? Lisa, do you have a thought on that?
Yeah, so my grandmother's name was Rose. My niece's middle name is Rose, and I had a dog named Rosie.
Oh my God.
And so I instantly thought of them, and they're all really like kind of tough, determined, resilient. And so that was coming up for me. Plus, like, I don't know, I like when roses are wild. I think they're prettier than when they're in a vase. But so anyway, I pulled the strength card as my rose. I feel like I can't tell exactly, but that's the first one I hit. And it reminds me of like those people that I brought
Oh.
up. And so, yeah.
Oh, I love that. That's great. Yeah. Wow. I mean, there again,
I
right?
know. Yep.
It's beautiful. Oh. Oh. How about you, Dana?
I'm all over the place. Sorry. So I don't know. Because these are such little tiny roses. I mean, the only thing that lined up was just I was writing about summer and it's the June birth flower, which is my birthday. So it's just like,
Oh.
and but I don't, so this card though is more of an August, like a late summer card, but
Mm.
that was the only thing that really lined up. I was
Mm.
all over the place.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's all right. Yep.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. Right. I know. It's like, who knew? Like, you could get so much out of one word.
Exactly.
So, yeah. All right. Good. So, all right. Cool. So we will move it. We haven't even hit chapter 1 yet. Oh my God, right? So I told you there was a lot here. So, all right, before we go into chapter 1, any thoughts, comments, questions?
I think I may be in the wrong class because I didn't know I had to have tarot cards tonight, and I
Oh
signed
no.
up today, and
Oh,
I am completely lost.
okay. All right.
So
So,
I think I'm going to try the apprentice class and go from there.
okay. I will, if you wanna, you are welcome to stay. You're welcome to check out whatever you want. Um, and I can touch base with you after too.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, the thing is in this group, we just have fun. There's no right or wrong. It's just be in the experience. So,
Okay.
all
All right.
right.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm gonna fix my camera. Hold on. Okay. All right. Okay. So, getting acquainted with the cards. Deciding to work with tarot is like embarking on a long journey, an inward journey that cannot be taken lightly. It is a discipline, the origins of which are ancient and obscure. The word tarot has been associated with the Egyptian royal road of life, and the anagram rota, which is Latin for wheel, suggests the means of progressing along the road. Um, so we are on a path. We are on a journey. We're just heading out. So I would say, and actually that you bring up a great point, Bev, like with this book, we're just gonna start as if we know nothing, and we're gonna approach this from a beginner mindset. She says, in this chapter, you will learn to explore the cards intuitively, opening yourself to your own impressions of the cards, learning what they mean to you. You will learn what you already know about them. I love that, what you already know, because the cards are just an expression of everything that we experience in life. There is nothing that the cards can't encompass. So, she has us do a little journaling now. We will do this together. So she asked the question, what is tarot? Write your own definition as if you were explaining it to a friend. What is tarot? And it doesn't have to be long, 1, 2, 3 sentences. Just give me a thumbs up when you're ready. Okay. Our next question is, what do you feel is the purpose of tarot cards? Again, just 2 or 3 sentences. And our last question. No, there's 4 questions. Second to the last question. The penultimate question. What do you want to learn from the tarot? Okay, and now our last question. What are you hoping to gain from this workbook? And now we're gonna pretend that we're in one of my mind body skills classes, and I'm gonna say, I would love to hear your thoughts around this, if anyone is willing to share. Don't feel you have to, but you are always welcome to pass. But I think these are great questions, and I'm very curious to what people are thinking. So would anybody like to share? Jess, go ahead.
All right. So I did for what is tarot. It's a deck of 78 cards with 0, 21 or major arcana, which represent the story arc of life. There are 4 suits, each with an ace to 10 and page, knight, king, and queen. The suits, wands, cups, swords, and pentacles represent different aspects of people and life.
Nice. Yeah.
Do you want me to run through all of them, or do you want to?
Let's go around for the first question. Yes. Okay. Who else is dying to share? Tanya. Mhm.
I don't know if dying to share is the right way to put it, but um, I said it's a tool to help us see the path or journey of our life, and or maybe just for one question or a part of our life. But because of free will, it's only a snapshot of that moment at the time of the reading, and we can make decisions to change anything that happens from the point of the reading going forward, by making those decisions.
Beautiful. Love it.
I'll go.
Okay. Thanks, Karen.
Set of cards that can be used as a tool to discern pathways of consciousness, paths to enlightenment, and possible actions that have outcomes.
Fantastic. I'm loving this. We have 3 different answers, right? And they're all accurate. So fantastic. Dina?
I just said tarot is a system of cards. Each suit, number, and arcana has a different meaning. They can be used for divination or to learn more about people, situations, or yourself. Very
Fantastic.
generic.
No, it's not, because you pulled out it, that whole learning about people and situations. Yeah, fantastic. Love it. How about you, Lisa?
I just said it's a tool, a divination tool to help you use your intuition to get answers on your life path. And the cards have universal meanings, much like mantras do, because many people over time have agreed on the meanings.
That's an interesting point, right? That over time they have come to have certain meanings. Love it. Excellent. Thank you. Bev, did you want to chime in? You don't have to.
I got a real genetic genetic thing. I just call it a piece to the puzzle.
Oh,
Because I'm
hey,
just like a very beginner and
that's
I'm trying to read my
awesome.
but
Yeah, I love that. Right? It is a piece of the puzzle. Excellent. All right. So our second, I'll read mine. I wrote tarot is a deck of cards that encompasses every possible life experience. The combination of the cards create unique pictures of one's circumstances. So, let's move on to the second question. What do you feel is the purpose of the tarot cards? Go ahead, Jess.
So I said it's a tool and a data source, a way to collect more information about life's twists and turns, the good, the bad, the ugly, and it's something that doesn't lie.
Love it. Yeah.
The soothsayer.
Yeah.
I'll go if you want.
Sure.
The purpose is to help clarify a situation, question, problem, and what you need to know to make decisions for your highest and greatest.
Mm. Like that. Yeah. These as you're all talking, I'm like, oh my God, we need to like have all these answers written down because this is so phenomenal. So,
I know, I
I,
want to write everybody else's
I know.
answers.
I'm wondering, I think it does a transcription on Zoom, so I'll have to check that. And then I can print it out for everybody. All right. Karen, you want to go? Oh, you're muted.
I just said Excel spreadsheet with all our answers.
That's
Circles.
the difference between you and me. I feel like the stupidest person on earth. I do not know how to use Excel.
I'm not great at it for formulas, but I use it for a lot of stuff. But anyhow, purpose of tarot is as a divination of purpose of inner and unconscious thought and or bias.
Mm. That's very interesting. Okay. Does that bias come up only reading for yourself or with others?
It sometimes comes up with others, but a lot more for me.
Yeah.
It's the fucking emperor every time.
He's always around.
We all know.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Thank you. Dana, you want to go?
Sure. I just said I think they're useful to better understand energies outside of myself that I may not be aware of. And they also encourage self-reflection.
I love that. The energy's outside of yourself. Because we're surrounded by all sorts of energy, and a lot of time we cannot tell what it is. So we have this little tool to help us. Excellent. Thank you. Lisa?
I said the purpose of the cards is to allow the universe and my guides to show me meanings and symbolism to help me get answers.
Beautiful. Love it. There's that spiritual part coming in. Excellent. How about you, Bev?
this is more like spiritual to me. It's like a guidance tool
Mm-hmm.
and it can give hope to where you don't think there is any. It can give you hope. So that was more of a spiritual thing for me.
Love it. Yep. Beautiful. Thank you. All right. I love this. What do you want to learn from the tarot? Oh, I forgot to answer my question. Okay. I said they are a tool to be used to look at what is happening in one's life and the possible choices and outcomes. All right. So what do you want to learn from tarot?
Since it seems like we're going in the same order.
Yeah, we might as well.
Might as well. We'll just keep it simple.
Yeah.
Increase intuition, a little bit of divination, have some fun, joy. Increase guidance. It's a way to help. A means to course course correct as necessary.
Awesome. Yep. Beautiful. That's great. I did a reading for a woman tonight. She said, I had 2 job offers. I picked one. I want to know that I made the right decision. I said, wow, I have never had somebody come after they made their decision. So course correcting is a good use of the cards. Interesting.
What happened? Did she pick the right one? Like, come on now, finish that off.
I know. Well, so then I'm like, really? Would you think I could say like, no, you screwed up. You picked the wrong one. So thank God her cards were good. So.
Okay. Oh yeah. I'm like, you cannot leave me with cliffhanger. I
Yeah.
already have enough trouble sleeping, Patty. I do not need a cliffhanger in my life.
Yeah, she picked the right one. Although it would have been fine if she picked the other one too.
Okay, good. Okay.
Yep.
I said I wanted to learn how to ask better questions and use the cards in learning more about how to live in my best alignment for myself, as far as like reading my own tarot cards.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But I
Nice.
think that can also be applied to doing readings for others, because you want to, you know, be able to give them answers that are going to have them live in the best alignment for themselves. You don't want to tell them, oh, you should, you know, go bungee jumping, and they're literally like agoraphobic or something.
Exactly. Excellent point.
I'll unmute. So I want to learn how to discern my gut intuitive prompts into conscious thought and potential actions.
Oh, nice. That feels like a little alchemy there to me. That feels very magical. I love that.
Be wrapped in an enigma and
That's Winston Churchill
yeah.
talking about Russia in 1939.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I looked that up last week.
Go ahead, Dana.
I said I want to learn how to be guided by my intuition and to learn to trust the universe fully.
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice, right?
I said I want to learn how to do readings to help others and myself on our path.
Nice, beautiful.
And my reading was about just the same as Lisa's, just to help other people and myself in different situations.
Love it. Excellent. Fantastic. All right. And then I so I originally did this a couple weeks ago, and I wrote, I want to further connect with the imagery and other people's perspectives. But then tonight I added, I want to learn to have more fun with the cards. I just want to have fun. So and our last question, what are you hoping to gain from this workbook?
Knowledge, wisdom, insights, a deeper practice, more confidence, and increased abilities.
Excellent.
More spiritual, and increase the spirituality and have some fun. And last with you guys along the way.
Awesome.
I said a better understanding of how to objectively read for myself the way I do for others, and become more trusting of my intuition, so that I can be more helpful for others and myself in the readings that I do.
Awesome. Nice.
I said a stronger sense of self and why I do the things I do.
I said, hoping to gain deeper understanding of what the cards mean to me so I can pull and know without, I feel like I always research after I pull. So I want to do that left.
So a sense of trusting is what seems trusting that
Yeah.
you know. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
And I said more confidence in reading the cards.
Awesome.
Me, I would just like to learn how to read them in an intuitive way.
Perfect. Good. I think you're in the right place, Bev. I think I think we're gonna do some good work here. So excellent. And I wrote deeper insight, skill, and knowledge. So that's the be I always say you can never stop learning the cards. I mean, I already, I mean, like I like I said, my mind was blown with this exercise that we're going to be doing in a couple times from now. It just was like, holy crap. Like so and I've been at this a long time. So it never fails to surprise me. There's always more to learn. It's a good time. So with that, look at that, right on time, 8:30. Our next meeting, which I have to figure out when we're going to do this next, I will let you know. The next time it's a lot of math. I mean, obviously it's not, we're not doing algebra here, but it
Thank
it
God.
is, yeah. I am not a numbers person, so we will take it nice and slow. But we're going to be looking at our life path numbers, our soul numbers, and it's really super cool. So we will do that next time. So I would say this week, sit with those questions that we just answered and really, like, I think they're really great questions because they get to the heart of the matter. Why are we doing this? Why do we meet? Why do we pull cards, and what draws us to them? So sit with that, see what comes up, and we will meet again. All right. Okay. All right. Have a great week, everybody. It was so nice seeing you. And we will chat again.
Thank you
Bye-bye.
as always.
Bev, if you want to hang out for a minute, we can talk.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
everybody.
See ya.
Bye. Oop. Wait a minute. There we go.
Okay.